stream. First things first, we're all in the pocket kings over here in the top right. Yeah, we deserve that. We're setting up the stream to catch the pocket kings hand, so it's only fair that we get sucked out on for at least one streak. Okay. I do a lot of c betting in the blinds that are overcalling and that are aggressive. I'm going to bet ace 10, and we're going to value bet the jack 9 here. Okay. We're going to 3-bet here at the ace jack and jam the jack 9. Calls. Would you leave the king 10 and 9? And it's probably not assuming jack queen gets there too. Checks back. I think obviously king x, jack queen, two pairs are going to bet there. So I think we just rip it here. I hope he gets sticky with a 10 or a 9. It's just trying to push him off the hand. With the gut shot, we're going to see bet here, and the back doors and the overcards, second pair. Okay, here's the first suit. We're going to 3-bet the ace jack. Okay, make 2 pair. We'll go for the check raise against him. Okay, and I think we have enough equity here. We don't want to get check raised off his hand. Like all his 2 pairs and sets and stuff are going to target check raises. Okay, go for the check raise. We're just going to call here, fold to quick 5. Okay, 2 pair, we're just all in against him. Okay, that's a massive drop. I had tried twice, but boom. What a turn card. What a turn card. Here we just stabbed this guy like cold collar, 3-bet versus the under the gun open, so I could just like check fold too. Probably fine. Bottom right heads up is folding. Fold set 7. King 5 is not in our opening range. We're trying to play that slightly tighter with offsuit hands lately. I feel like we were maybe getting a little too something but previously. Okay. Ace jack, squeezing. 10-9 off, we can just call here sometimes. And I guess 4-5 suited's not really dominated by too much the calls here, so I think we can just take a flop and check the call 10-9. Open the queen 7 suited. Okay, we ISO'd here and got walled. So I think we're just gonna rip this board, try to fold out like queens, jacks, or anything under a king. If we get called, we set tons of outs. Obviously, a king probably calls, a 7 probably calls, and sometimes queens or jacks call, but definitely not all the time. Okay, so blah 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 blah. Turn goes, check, we bet, falls. I'm just gonna rip this river and try to push him off his hand. Okay, and return. Jack's a good card for us. And improve to a pair of 10s. King 5 suited's good 4-bet hand, but not against somebody who's that tight. And we are going to 3-bet the 8s. And I think here we just have to call the 10. I don't know, we lost the straight. Oops. Okay, we're going to value the 8s. I don't think he has 10s plus very often. Definitely not jacks plus very often. Okay, queen 5. Queen 3. Right, we chop the kings here. I swear we stacked somebody. I guess we stacked him. I think we're gonna raise the queen. That's kind of questionable. We do check this sometimes too, for sure. Now we just double barrel here. The calls the overbet on the turn. I guess we're just showing up. Oh, gross. Too big of a It's this nine. Um, um, better to use that as a block catcher. I don't think he's gonna call much that we beat. At least not very often. Okay, queen nine, we're just gonna fold. 10-4 fold. Queen three, we'll just raise. So I guess we're still setting the stream up here a bit. As soon as you start playing heads up, it's hard to talk about anything else going on. There's so much action constantly on that table. Okay. Open four. We're just gonna fold here with Jack eight suited. Okay. Raising things. Let's go 2.5. Great structure here. It's a terrible flop for our hand. We just have to check it. That he catch up. Interesting. I think I think we probably have to block this king here, right? Snap folds. For full pot, we'll fold. Isis opens up here. Okay, he calls. I think I'm just gonna check here. He just has. I don't think we need to bluff the ace. I think we just show down our hand here. You would have called for. Fold the six deuce. This guy's just playing way too many hands. Seems to be calling a lot. Able to defend the e7. King eight suited. Raise the king jack. Ace three is raised. First. King checks back flop. Or checks back on river. I think. I think we just check the side. We're gonna continuation with the king eight. Okay, and about half pot. Continuation back here on the king high flop. Okay, I think we double barrel here. Snap calls. It's interesting. Probably just ship it. The king's pretty relatively good river to break because it's his most likely holding as a king, I think. And we block like pocket fives. I don't think our hand's good enough there to check down, and I think because the king falls off, it's way less likely he has a king. Plus, we have an ace blocker, so it just makes it a good card to shovel it in on. Obviously, you're going to get snapped there some portion of the time. Some portion of the time, he's going to fold. Okay, raise the. I think we just min bet given his stack size. I think we definitely bet the jack, and we definitely ISO the ace jack. Okay, we'll just check the king queen. That should be a squeeze. I don't know why I just called that out of the big blind. That's a mistake. Okay, and we overbet here with the jack for value. He raises us. I think we have to call here and probably call down. And if we just run into a better jack, heads up, like trips versus trips, this is what it is. It just hits 10. Wild. That particular player is really well known for just kind of spewing off in spots. Now, these queen, what happened here? I was small blind into big blind. Okay. Yeah, we're going to check call ace queen for at least 2 streets. Go from there. Yeah, so he limped in here. Right. And we'll block right the ace queen. And I think a block bet's fine here again, just for cheap showdown value. Just try to get there. Now it is tempting to just rip this, but block some of his draws, like ace four, ace five. He might fold deuces or threes. It all comes down if he has a 10 often enough, I think. I think um, probably just check this time. That's a big 3-bet. We'll just fold. Ooh, he got the deuce. Look, I should have shoved it. That's the thing. I don't know. So like your river bluffs are really profitable because people are they're not over calling, but they're calling a lot. It's like your flop barrel and your turn barrel are still profitable with pretty much any 2 cards. Good pools just don't. They're just not check raising and check calling enough. So um, by just betting everything on the turn, um, probably creating a relatively positive situation generally. Okay, full check 4. Queen 9 suited on the brick. Just getting stack sizes. I think I'll check here. I'm just kind of tied to like having to ship river if he calls. Somehow hope he finds a fold. Okay, we'll just call the 6-7 to the straddle min open, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna value bet the 9 here for sure. This is a terrible board in a limped call pot 4 ways, so we're just gonna check it out. Okay, so he snaps. He's not interested, I would say. This guy just pots it. Unfortunately, we got chip hook all to do it. Let it go. Raise the 7s, and we're gonna stab here at the 6-7. Turn's the best time to do it. Okay, so he snaps, just insta snap checks flop, and then calls the turn bet. So I think I'm just gonna give up. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why you would check that down, but let that go for down. Pocket 7s. Just checks around. Could probably value it here. There's a whole lot of like hearts that are just gonna call, and then we're gonna check call river and then bluff a heart. Not today. That's right, call without a heart. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so now that our heads up is tied, we have a little bit more free time here. There are no 25 or 50-cent tables we are missing, so we're going to fold. And it's Friday, so we will pull up the stats for the week. So We have started adding in NL25 hands just to kind of fill in when we're short the NL50 tables. Fold 10-5 is below our opening range. Could probably start adding that in though, I think, realistically. Yeah, sure. Just keep ISOing here. This guy's probably gonna be looking for like limp shots or limp folds, I would think, or if he calls, it's just bad. It's one or the other. Okay, that's a good flop for us. Okay, king queen off, opening in the top left. So, anyways, yeah, we've been mixing in some NL50 and NL25 just to fill in the lower stake, just to when we're like, when we can't get enough tables open, or if we're really trying to like grind out, we'll add a bunch of NL25s in. Um, excuse me. Because money's money, right? Profit's profit. As long as it's not affecting your win rate at the higher stake, I don't think it really matters. You're just adding in tables because it's just going to add EV. You know what I mean? Because you're obviously beating that stake if you're playing the higher one. We'll defend here to the mid tiny ass little 3-bet. And here we raise to call the yeah, we're just gonna see bet. Yeah, he does call. I want to. I'm just gonna go for a normal barrel here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This guy just probably has a 9 or something. Just let it go. Okay, threes into ace 5. I think that's fine. Given his stack size. Runs it once. Ace or 5. I see. Yeah, we got another heads up table. Anyways, so as far as the week goes, we had a very good day yesterday. A very good week overall. Erase this up. Queen 6. See if this actually it's like legs out like that. So you can see March 1st to March 7th, NL25 and all stakes, just NL25 and NL50. Mostly NL50, but a few thousand hands for sure. That's actually probably pretty close. I think we did a lot of 16 day playing, to be honest. But anywho, 16,000 hands, we are up $1,600 pre-rake. Uh, so that's very good. So we're well over 20 BBs per 100 at NL50 and NL25 because this is a mixture. All right, well, let's do this. NL50. I only played 10,000 hands or something at NL50 maybe. And 9,000 hands were up 1,300. So probably a little unsustainable, but 20 BBs is certainly sustainable. So um, maybe it is. I'm not really sure what the cap would be at NL50, to be honest. With so many fish kind of just floating around. Probably just check down the queen high and win a lot. If that's bad, I think we're going to call the queen. Tens, okay. All right, we make two pair here. Just going to go for a small bet to start. Okay, 10 deuce full, check. I'm value about the queen. Okay, raise here, put a C bet here, call here. Okay, threes will fold the jack six. There's the 10-9 off. Okay. Mike's gonna dip out for a minute. Okay. We will continuation bet here. Okay, just fold. Um, these boards generally go bigger, and against a shorter stack, sometimes I'd rather just go big on the flop, and then if he rips it, I just fold, versus trying to like double barrel bluff or anything like that. You could argue maybe small bet's just fine too, and they'll just fold or shove or call. Uh, we have the same frequencies. We're gonna double barrel here. We block like 10 8, we block 8 9, we block queen 10. So yeah, anyways, just kind of cruising along here so far this month. This is what we did last month when we had our NL50 prop bet rolling. We would have been right on track. We did get check raised, so we were gonna fold it. Fold quick four. Okay. Just see what else. The tables are just dying real quick here. Okay. 3 4 suited. Raise. 6 4. It's a good flop for a limped pot. Okay. And we'll overvalue. Obviously, be limp an ace or some hearts or something like that. You can call now. And I think the overbet can look as much like value as it does like a bluff. So we just target like an ace or eight. So that hurts, unfortunately. Okay, raise here. Raise donk leads into us. I'm just gonna raise this. Well, it's okay. It's good to know. Okay, okay, we flop bottom pair. We're gonna bet here. Okay, he leads into us again. We will call. Okay, pick up an open ender. Get like a jack nine type draw. He's gotten there. 7 8's gotten there, but bit of a hard draw. I'm not really sure what his donk leads mean. Last time he donk let it folded to a raise. So I think we just keep calling here. So probably gonna call down just because I'm curious. And he keeps betting on the ace. I feel like I can definitely have a lot of ace five, ace eight, ace 10, ace seven, ace X hearts, ace X diamonds in my range. Hearts miss. And I think a lot of people would just shut down on the ace or block bet it a bit smaller than that. Yep. Generally speaking, when villains are kind of doing things that don't make a whole lot of sense as a value, despite how crazy they're going, generally a bluff, even if it doesn't make sense to be sort of a bluff hand. If it doesn't make sense as a value hand, like I know that kind of seems super straightforward, but um, I'm actually gonna call download this hand. I think we will value bet the eights. Okay. Okay. I just have to dip out for a couple seconds, guys. Unfortunately, hopefully, we don't lose our heads up match. I'm just gonna sit out for a minute and then I will be right back. Just a couple minutes. Be right back. Okay, we're looks like the tables have completely died out, unfortunately. Leave these tables, and then we'll kind of see. Hopefully. Okay. This will Jack 6. Hmm. And we're heads up against a 15 big stack now. Okay, flop the open ender. Take down. Uh, gonna be lip shoving ace 8. Okay, just checks. We'll value bet our ace high. I call some king highs, some jack highs. Bunch of like jack 10, 9, 10, king 10, king jack. If he didn't rip those pre, which I would imagine he does majority of the time. Excuse me. Let's see if he folds to the opens, the mid opens. Okay. I think we just call here. Yes. Runs it once. Great turn card. It's a good turn card. Feel one. Getting jack nine off. That's our third player there. Okay. Ace 3. He opens it. I don't know. Thinking it's we just rip the ace. Maybe that's a little aggro, but like just way ahead of his range. I mean, the great outcome would be that he's scared. The more often we rip, scared, the more scared he gets, kind of thing. Okay, this is just a limp shove with the ace 4. He has all kinds of king 10, king jack, king queen that are just going to fold there. We'll call. We're just way ahead. Or not way ahead, but ahead. Uh, the suited ace, we can take some flops with, I think. Okay, fold the 9 through suited. Okay, we'll check the side here under the 5. Okay, it's a good, pretty good river for us. I think we just value bet it. You can probably hear Doug Polk in the background. ranting. It's going to turn him down a bit. Right. I think we just got the ace here. It does call. Um, it's probably a good spot to bluff a good portion of the time with 4Gs. Hit 4 high. Uh, I'll figure out if it's a GG just leg out, free though. Okay, the king 10 again for like 25 bigs. I think we're just supposed to rip here. Those are like good outcomes for the most part. Okay, raise queen 4. See what he does to min raises. Okay, flop out pair again. Value bet at this time. Okay, he's under the tank. Or GG's legging out. No, it's just under the tank for some reason. If we take shots, they're just gonna fold. Like, that'd be jackpots lately. There were a few massive ones, like 100K wins a couple weeks ago. Kind of destroyed this. Used the bad beat was at like 2.9, 2.8, 2.7 for a long time. Again, pocket fives, 20 bigs, you just rip it. Okay, you can probably limp shove the ace deuce. Right. Three bet the king queen. Against sort of fishier players, we can probably just bet smaller with our bluffs. Okay, and then we're going to size up to half pot here with the open under. Okay, block some clubs. Block king jack, queen jack. Block like XX of clubs. King jack clubs, king 10 clubs, ace king clubs, king queen clubs. We block all those hands. Block queen jacks. So it's like we're kind of worried about, I don't even know, pocket tens, pocket jacks. And or if he's just getting sticky with like ace jack here. But I think we block enough of this stuff. It's a pretty good shove here. I'd like to see a fold. He doesn't have a flush, so that's good news. Or he would have called by now. Don't do it, Brody. Fold king 3. I feel like he's 10 calling. We take all the way down and call. He's 5 clubs. Nice. Okay, 6-3 folding. Okay, king 7. Okay, calls. All right, we're gonna go big here now. All right, two pair we call. Miss. Dodge a 10 for a chop. Beautiful. Okay. Unfortunately, we are now down to one table. Will be six. Huh. Haven't seen a table this dead in a while in the mornings. You just play some 5 cent, 10 cent. So one and all 100 table going. Playing like an all fucking 25 or an all 50 table for the most part. Got this World Series ring events rolling right now. Ninth is the championship, eh? Interesting that it's such a small amount. Six Max Nova Championship. That'd be a nice one to play. Main event, final day. I wish these were 1 dayers. I hate 2 day tournaments. That's just well, one tabling does not lead to much in the way of action, does it? Okay. Let's see what we can pull up here. He'll fold 6-4. Okay. Well, let's pocket aces. All right, well, let's play these. It's a good spot against a deep stacker who plays a gajillion hands. So we have a heads up opponent, so that's good. Oh, never mind. Okay, so we ISO the aces. We get called. And I think against him, we just fast play. Bet, bet, bet. Calls. I want to think for a minute on the ace before I bet it. Just gonna be scared of it, unfortunately. It's like a mega action killer there. He's not aggressive enough, I don't think. You can maybe you just check there. You go for the check raise in that spot. Can I not drag this over? Oh, oh, that is annoying. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up some hand histories that we could review, but it won't let me. It won't let me just drag it over in a separate. Let's see what I can do here. See if this works. Well, I guess we just fold. Okay, this might work actually. If it's thought doing this. Alright, let me just write this too. And we'll see if we can hold it up. Okay, 10-8 here. Oh, alright, we got some action on the heads up table. That we can do. Um, we can do some hand history reviews maybe as we go. King flop flush draw leads into us. Um, I think we're just going to raise and get it in. Very good turn card, I think. And we just call it off, of course. Look at that. In with the KB, great too. He was way ahead though on flop. Good induction. Good call. Okay, we stack him. And he sits out. So just go back to our hand reviews here. Oh, he sits back in. Okay, let's replay that. Okay, king six off is old. Maybe it's a defend against mid opens. Sure, don't check that actually. Okay, I think we just are gonna go min because this stack size is so small. Okay, queen nine suited raise. Okay, folds. King five. Okay, folds. Starting to think you might be just a little too tight. Okay, as I say that, we did through that. For that side, I think they're going to call the 8-6 off. Okay, I'm just going to fold here. I don't know. I'm just a little suspicious of that sizing, but could just be because of the stack size. Eights, we will be raising. And not folding. Call sevens. It's folds. This is king. Okay. Okay, we're three-handed now. At least we got two tables open. Can still probably do some hand review here, so can we skip 10 seconds ahead? No, I just slow on. So let's just watch what happens here. Limp ISO raise. I think this should be a three better fold. Maybe three bet kick it. I like that. Wish I could switch over to big blinds, but that's fine. Okay, Jack 10, we're gonna raise. Okay, here we flop the nizzles. These are spots where it's pretty good. Just destroy the board. To just check and let them kind of barrel off. Okay, and he just goes half pot, half the stack. This guy rips it. Obviously, this is just a clean setup hand, so not much to review. We three bet pre, but that was good. The biggest, let's just, did we win this hand? I thought these were supposed to be losses that I pulled up to review. Yeah, it's just everybody else is dead. He's ISOing really small. Could probably call here. Could also squeeze. If he was 100 bit there, 100 big blind stacks, we would have squeezed. But given stack sizes, if we were to squeeze there, I think we just get committed. We knew we were going to make two pair anyways, so we didn't really want to give them an opportunity to fold before we hit our two pair. And I think we can just call and then hope that river and we shove over him. It's gonna be better to raise turn, to be honest. I don't think I can shove over him. I don't think he has a strong enough range to call a shove. But I think raising turn is probably the smartest play. Yeah, I think raising turn's better because it's draw heavy. So when he has like, if I raise turn, he calls 10 jack, queen jack, king jack, club draws. Um, versus when we just call there to try to shove on the river and everything bricks, like you're just not going to get, you're going to get the bluff value and that's it. So probably better. Uh, go bluff this since we don't have a diamond or anything. 10-7 suited. Oh, just for the hell of it, we'll come along with this guy in here. So, anyways, this was just it's a clean cooler hand. So we will ignore that one. Okay, we'll open up another L50 table as well. I think this one's almost filled up. So we could probably start to get guys sitting in here. Let me just. Well, let's just do NL50 hands. Select all of them. Game history. And then we want. Sorry, it's just off screen here. I'm trying to pull up some hand histories. It can be reviewed. We're going to ISO here with the ace-10. We're going to need ISO, but we're going to value raise, whatever you want to call it. Okay. We got second pair. Check. Checks back relatively quickly. So I'm just going to go small. Yeah. And then back further. Last 7 days. We want to show a bunch of them. King 3. I guess we just fold that. Probably could start opening like. Yeah, heads up's kind of deceiving though, so it's hard to read too much into that. Okay, he wants losses. 3.7s. Okay, here's a big pot we lost. So here's what we want to do. We want to bring this in, broken, and then okay, threes against the limp. I think we call because we're gonna get extra. Uh, we're gonna get extra pot. Oh wow, we fold. It's crazy. Usually we get extra pot odds. Could still be limp calling like a 10 there against the full pot, and then we're gonna fold, of course. Okay, so this hand here, we have pocket sevens. Potato hash opens. Okay. He opens 3x. I think calling is okay. Three betting is probably just better, generally speaking. Okay, the flop is set. I expect him to continuation bet a bunch. He goes pretty small. Uh, in position here, we're just going to be calling a lot. It's a pretty dry board. Could argue raising sometimes because the flush is out there, but in position, this should just be a call here. Let's see what we do in game. Okay, let's go to 1.5 here. Okay, we do decide to click it back against him. Now he is high VPIP player, so likely to be a fish. And we are going to see what happens back here. Top right, king deuce suited. Could probably even go smaller given stack sizes. So he calls. Okay, king on the turn. So I guess now we think about his range. He has lots of jack X there. He has some heart draws. He has aces, kings probably. King jack. Could have like ace king hearts, ace king diamonds. Could just have the bare ace king sometimes. Could have like king 10 hearts, king queen hearts. Like he's just got a pretty wide range that we uh, pretty far ahead of. And here in the top left, the position opens to 3x. We are going to 3 bet it. Um, stack sevens. Okay. That is a pretty good board for us, but you get this guy donk leading, insta donk leading, which is actually relatively suspicious. But it could be tens or jacks, like a decent portion of the time. I think I probably just believe him here, right? Full calls 3 bet, and super like nitty when it comes to aggression. It just starts blasting. The insta actions are a little suspicious, but I mean, cold call, like it's just so hard. I don't really want to hero call against a fish. It's just a suspect, to be honest. I think I just let it go though. It's very suspicious though. But again, when you have somebody who's just like constantly calling and then they just start smashing 3/4 pot, mm, probably okay to just fold. Anyways, he does call flop for this hand here when we do re-raise it. So, which I think the re-raise is okay. I think just calling is also fine. 3 pairs up on the turn. I think we can just check the 6 now. And we're gonna value bet now. Dude, that would beat all of his sixes. And king high. So then king hits on the turn and he leads, which is uh, generally him trying to get a free card. So I hope I raise this. For 23 bigs, we're just gonna rip the fives. Um, but generally, I find when they call the turn or the flop raise, and then they lead out on the turn against like a weak player leads out on the turn for like 3/4 pot or something like that. Um, Generally speaking, it would be like hearts or like 8 9 hearts, maybe a weak jack that doesn't want to like check call 3/4 pot now that the king's out there, something like that. So I hope we raise here. Okay, we do. That's good. I like the raise. Here we're just gonna fold to the 3 bet and then the 4 bet. Okay. So we do raise. He calls. It's good. 10 of diamonds rolls off. Pretty safe turn. Um, I mean, at this point, we're really only worried about like 8, 9 diamonds, ace, queen diamonds. Okay, he hits flush there. So yeah, pretty standard here. He's just, if he checks, we ship. If he shoves, we call. He does lead out. That's like a very good sign for us that we do have the best hand. Uh, I think the lead out here just feels like a block bet, at least a large portion of the time. So that's good. Fortunately, he just has pocket kings there, which I think in theory he played it like a draw, made it look like he was on a draw or like a weak hand. So I think he played it theoretically fine. Um, but just set for set, pretty standard cooler there. Okay. Okay, so we lost that last hand. We have another opponent. The river rat sits down. Okay, we're gonna value bet here. Okay, calls. I think we can probably a lot of hands we can just get value from here still. Okay, just take it down. I'm probably just gonna kill the stream here. There's just not enough action. We've hit our hour mark, which is a relatively short stream, but with uh, with pretty much no action running, think we're just gonna end it. Yeah, hope you guys who have watched it enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. I'm just gonna finish off this ace jack hand, um, and then we'll end the stream. So he leads it to us on this flop. Checks on the queen. I think we're just gonna value bet here. We get check raised. I think we're gonna call one for sure. Yeah. So now the question becomes to bluff or not. If we do bluff, we have to bluff enough to get like a 2 pair type hand to fold. I'm gonna go like 38, almost 2x pot. Like when he check raises turn, there's a decent chance he has like Jack 9, Queen 9, Queen Jack, or like Queen 10, maybe Jack 10 or something like that. But anyways, we're sitting out of the tables, guys. We took that last hand down. A little bit nasty to kind of hit run him like that, but we are going to end the stream, and then maybe we'll bring it back later if we're still around and the tables get some more action to them. Right? Again, hit that